Hi, this is Tom Prendergast, and I just wanted to briefly talk about the entrepreneur program and the old Alpha program, and way back the BOD program. The BOD was that was actually done with a previous company to raise the money to build the code that we didn't use the code, but it kind of like got us started, and we wound up with Market Hive. But I grandfathered the BOD, which was about $4,800. The bond of debt is what that means, into our ILP program, making it worth one half of an ILP. An ILP goes for 10,000. They're now going for 15,000. An ILP is an initial loan protocol. This is all debt-based, assumable notes in the way that it works. It pays you back. The ILP, the way that it works is the loan is paid back with 20% of the company's revenue, and it pays you back your share of that revenue amongst all the others who funded that ILP for up to 20 years, and then it is actually the note is transferable, assumable, and renewable, and it's just a matter of renewing it. Anyway, that's about the ILP. I've been getting feedback from many of our older subscribers that have indicated a certain level of limited activity. They're not really quite sure what's going on. Some of them are concerned. What happened to my Alpha? I paid for it. It's supposed to be doing this, supposed to be doing that. And when it comes to the BOD agreements, they are being taken care of. The Alpha, we didn't sell very many. I think we did about 400, 300 at $1,200 a piece. I think the total amount of Alphas is less than 80, 90 of them maybe. And what we've done is we've assigned them to be 1/10 or 10% of an ILP. Now, an ILP, now we're in phase two, they're going for $15,000 a piece. So the Alpha are now worth $1,500, and they will become an ILP as we move forward. And the BODs are worth $7,500 right now, and they will get paid their share as we go forward. The entrepreneur program replaces all of that because of the major changes. Market Hive is a new company. It's not the old one. It's becoming a new company. It's being built on a blockchain. It's going to be a decentralized autonomous organization. It's going to be a cryptocurrency company. So all of this, so there's so many changes because of that. But before we talk about that, I need to talk about logging into the system. Many of you haven't logged into the system in a long time. And when you do, you have forgotten how to do it. I mean, some of you are like, where do I put my username and my password? There is no such thing. We are using a newer level of technology for logging in, which gives us security, and it's in preparation for us to be on the blockchain. You have to log in with an existing social network, whether it's Gmail, LinkedIn, Facebook, or Yahoo. And if you can't remember any of those, there is a account retrieval system, lost account retrieval system. If you use that, you know what your username is or the email address that's associated, the email that you're getting from the email that we're sending out. It will send you a link. You click on that link. It'll take you to the system control panel where you can set up your social networks, and I highly recommend that you set up more than one and keep track of those. And many of you have not logged in years, and some of those accounts are going to be deleted. And if you're not interested, that's okay. But those of you who have depended upon Facebook for logging in, there's an issue there too, because Facebook changed the rules, and we had to set up a new API, which means that the existing Facebook account, if you haven't logged in the last 3 or 4 months, isn't going to work. And be careful you're not making a whole bunch of accounts, because that's what some people tend to do. So we want you to be aware of that. And if you just, if you haven't been in Market Hive for a long time, then just come back in and set up a new account. Make sure when you set up an account, you use your full name, so you're branding it to your name. Because down the road, you're only going to be able to have one account because of what we're doing with the blockchain. We're going to have coin exchanges, a whole lot of things. And so we're going to have to be doing Know Your Customer, which means you're going to have to upload a selfie holding a government ID and then a scan of the government ID, et cetera, et cetera. So there's not a problem with you just going in and setting up a new Market Hive account. But understand, old accounts not logged into beyond 6 months are going to be deleted and soon. So let's talk about the Alpha accounts. They have been converted to ILP shares. ILP shares are the new asset of Market Hive's blockchain. And now being in phase 2, a full ILP share is selling at $15,000 per share. Your Alpha accounts represent 10% of that share. Don't know what this means? You need to attend our Sunday meetings. We've been putting on 4 to 10 meetings a week for 6 months about this. So you just need to come to the meetings, ask questions, reach out to us so that we can get you back into this thing. This is a very powerful thing that we're doing. But we're still in pre-launch. And phase 1 has sold out already with shares listed at 10,000. So there are going to be 4 phases of this crowdfunding. Remember, we are a new company with Market Hive converting to the blockchain for many reasons. The original BOD, bond of debt, notes were sold at $4,800 via a failed company called Shell Holdings. It's failed. It's shut down. It's bankrupt. It doesn't exist anymore. Those agreements are null and void. But I have grandfathered them into Market Hive's ILPs at 50% of a share at face value. Again, I want you to understand the details. If you want to understand the details, come to the meetings. Brian, Andrea, Mary, you guys, you know who I'm talking about? We have been moving forward with this new Market Hive blockchain pre-launch since April of this year, with many meetings in this regard per week for over 6 months. If you are still in the dark, perhaps you should wake up and pay attention. Market Hive is your system after all. Okay, for the Entrepreneur Program. This program trumps everything else we were doing. It trumps all the older legacy programs, primarily because the new Market Hive is now a blockchain. And with it comes asset coins like Bitcoin. And this allows us to offer coins as an incentive to join Market Hive. This was our primary reason to make this move. But there are other solid reasons as well. Security, privacy, autonomy, and economy. I will explain. The airdrop. It's the new thing we're going to do. Startup blockchain companies have utilized a relative new concept called airdrops. In doing so, they have exploded the awareness and growth of their companies. An airdrop is, if you do something, we give you a bunch of coin. You don't have to buy them, or there's no speculation on them. It's like, if you sign up in Twitter or sign up in my Telegram, I'll give you a couple coins. Well, we're doing that. We're calling it the Infinity airdrop. Case in point is a startup ICO called Omasego. They gave away 5% of their total coin supply, increased subscribers into the millions, and drove the value of the coin up over 500% and raised $4.5 billion in investments to launch that company. It works really big. Brayton Williams of CoinDesk said, airdrops combine the best of paid referral programs with stock options. Potential users get paid for joining or using the network and have the potential upside if the network increases in value. Prior to the airdrop, OMG coin was valued at 50 cents, but increased to peak at $24 per coin. It is now trading steadily at $3.50. How would you like 500 of these coins? Because we're giving away 500 coins for every person who signs up, and everybody who's already in Market Hive is going to get 500 coins. You understand what I'm saying here? So how would you like to have 500 coins? How would you like to have 500 Omasego coins at $3.50? How would you like to have 5,000 or 50,000 of these coins? And that's the beauty of what we're doing with our new program, the Entrepreneur Program. Then there's PayPal, who raised awareness by giving away $20 for new accounts and $20 for referring others. It then dwindled it to $10, then $5, then tapered off and went away. But not until increasing membership into the millions and subsequently turned PayPal into a multi-billion-dollar company valued at more than $40 billion. We're doing the same thing. Then we've got this matching bonus. As an entrepreneur, Market Hive is, the upgrade to entrepreneur. Market Hive is planning on creating an infinite airdrop with our first wave of subscribers getting 500 coins for joining and giving you, if you upgrade to entrepreneur, a matching 500 coins for each referral. You hear that? Called an associate. Through your account, the profile page. This being a fundamental new direction of the new Market Hive. Customer acquisition. We're adding this into the entrepreneur program too. As Market Hive raises millions, at least half is going to advertising, press releases, and sponsored articles, all designed to drive traffic and new registrations into Market Hive. As an upgraded entrepreneur and actively logged into Market Hive, you'll receive your share from the new referral registrations of associates. Associates Lead Control Panel, available to the Entrepreneur Upgrade. Everyone always wants leads. Everywhere you hear other systems claim they have lead nurturing and great leads. Basically, the majority of lead systems consider spying email and additional spamming as lead nurturing. Not at Market Hive, not on my watch. You know where I stand on this. We nurture your associates by paying them to learn via our tutorial system that we're building, another blockchain advantage. We nurture them by teaching them the power of adding all their social networks into the Market Hive, setting social networks control panel so they can increase their own reaches as well as prosper by subscribing to other pertinent Market Hive blogs and getting paid for doing all of this. Market Hive profile associates leads are the best leads in the industry. They are real. Email delivery is above 95%. Cell numbers are verified and engagement is virtually 100%. It does not get better than this. We do not like even referring to them as leads. This is why they are called associates. Our banner program, available now only through the Entrepreneur Upgrade. Banners used to be available to everyone, but it costs credits you either earn via certain actions or transfers or buying them. We ended that program for several reasons. Firstly, because we now have crypto coins, and that trumps ad credits. Also, members rarely ran banners, so I have to assume that the old banner program wasn't that popular. It didn't work. Getting banner credits for clicking on banners guarantees bad traffic. We don't do it anymore, and you should not join systems that do. With that said, to run a 30-day banner in one category on the Warrior Forum, which, by the way, is a great place to do so, will cost you about $4,000 a month. Their Alexa ranking is 11,000, and that's really a good Alexa ranking, by the way. And ours is 55,000, which is also really good Alexa ranking, but theirs is 20% of ours. So doing the math, I multiplied their $4,000 by 20%, bringing it to $800. You would have parity with us being at $800. So you can see our inclusive banner program is a valuable addition to the Entrepreneur Upgrade. It's included in the upgrade, which is $100 a month. Traffic portals. The Entrepreneur program is required to be a seller in our traffic portals. The following traffic portals are in production. The Market Hive Exchange. Entrepreneurs can exchange coins with no exchange fees. That's a big deal. Freelancers, which is very much like freelancers, only entrepreneurs can sell on the platform, and there's no transactional fees. If you charge $100, you get paid $100, you keep $100. Big Caboodle, only entrepreneurs can receive business via this portal. About Bitcoin, only entrepreneurs can sell press releases and receive income from the sale. Hive Room, only entrepreneurs can receive business via this portal, and there will be ongoing more traffic portals ad infinity that will be strictly for traffic portals. The ILP Shares portal. As Market Hive prepares for our official crowdfunding launch, each entrepreneur will have their branded ICO portal to promote crowdfunding, and by doing so, if that entrepreneur should sell any of the ILPs through their portal, they will get an equal share or equal ILP in the process. And then here's what Doug made me do, the coup de grace. When you pay that $100 a month consecutively for 12 months, you will earn another ILP, a 10% of an ILP. So we're actually giving back your money in spades. So you come and you upgrade to the ILP, and you get all of this, like I just said, on top of the massive amount of what we give you in Market Hive. We give you $25,000 plus a month in inbound marketing platforms. Our mailing system blows AWeber out of the water. We deliver 97% of our email to the in-basket. There's nothing like what we have done here. Do you understand that? So when you come into the entrepreneur program, after you, and this is only good for the top 1,000 active people. So if you're 1,001 and Bob drops out, number 3, a position opens up and you take that slot. As long as you're consistent every month, every 12 months, you earn another 10% ILP. And there's only so many, it's only going to last for 10 years, this program. But this gives you the ability to earn. So what that means is the money that you're paying us, we're giving it back to you. Do you understand that? There's an urgency and importance of getting on our weekly events, rallies, and webinars because we are building a monster here. This company has the potential to be worth 10 times LinkedIn. This company has the potential to be worth hundreds of billions of dollars for what we're doing here. We have the best blockchain engineers. We have engineers who are rock stars in this industry. We have over 400 active engineers now working on Market Hive. We have a real marketing department with real writers that we're gearing up to launch massive $100 million campaigns to drive hundreds of millions of people into Market Hive. We are ready to do this. I've been at this for over 20 years. I'm not going anywhere, unless the good Lord takes me home, but you know what I mean. This is urgent. Things are beginning to move and faster every day, faster and faster. You took the time to register. Many of you took the time to contribute. But if you're not interested, just tell us and we'll terminate and delete your account. You don't have to hear from us anymore. If you're frustrated and you can't find your original account, use the lost account retrieval. And if all else fails, join our Telegram support group for assistance. And if all that fails, email me, call me, join the conferences. Access is easily found in our calendar, and that is clearly listed in our root domain at markethive.com. Look, I really hope to see you all there. The show is starting, and after all we have been through, do you really want to miss it? Do you? God bless you. God bless Market Hive.